better late than never. Yes, Fresh and Funky is back on the attack. You know, we're not like an everyday show. I mean, we should be an everyday show, but I kind of run the shit. So if I feel like I want to come up on here and talk sports, then I'll do it. And if I don't feel like I want to do that shit, then I don't. You know, as simple as that. I don't do this for fucking money. I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing this because I want to be better than the next person. I do this because it's a passion of mine. And speaking to somebody that grew up when it was older, is there was a lot more passion. People were more driven to what they want to do. But now we live in a world where everybody wants to live vicariously through their emotions, their feelings, and whatever else. I'm not here to tell anybody how to live their fucking life. Let alone I can't even I can't even tell myself how to live this life and take care of myself. But I get up on here and I talk sports and I try to give, a point of view. Not saying it is the end all be all point of view, but it is a point of view. And maybe it's not your point of view or maybe not somebody else's point of view, but it's my point of view. And whether I have a fucking audience of people where it's some sort of fucking live in show and phony ass applauses, or we get a bunch of people in here and sit here and talk, or it's just my fucking lonely ass sitting up here every day on the daily talking about the sports, giving my takes, putting my money where my mouth is, respectively. I'm still living here. As is life happy, good, bad? That doesn't matter. You gotta wake up every day and want to do something and be something. Because if we wake up every day pissed off, miserable, unhappy, and what's gonna happen? The product of what's going on right now is what happens. But we're not. I'm not sitting here to discuss that because nobody cares to discuss that. Everybody's gonna live their life, and at the end of the day, when you die, well, you got to answer for that. Whether you get to answer for that or you just die off and you're to another. Whether you go to heaven or you go to hell or you go to purgatory or you're reincarnated as a fucking butterfly, well, that that will remain to see. But until that day, we gotta stop being bitter. Stop being bitter and be better. But it all starts with attitudes. And if we cannot change and make the strides in our own lives, how are we going to make strides in a society? When society is driven by who knows what it's driven by. Nor do I give a damn. And, we have people in our society that want to uphold themselves as outstanding and amazing and wonderful and the greatest of all times. When I would like to show the record should show that these people weren't. You were the crown. You got crowned a champion, not because we're champion, but because they allow you to be that champion. Because you're their champion, not our champion. But see, it starts with a lot of other things, but I'm not going to sit up here and fucking discuss that because nobody cares. I mean, I see people on here all day long, man. They try their best, and I appreciate, they applaud their effort. But you're getting frustrated. You're talking to the walls. You're talking to people that don't care. People that are going to be stuck in their ways, and you know what? That's what they want to live like. They're going to live that way, but they're also going to piss and moan and whine and bitch and do everything under the sun. But that is what we made it. We made it to where everybody can. And nobody should be oppressed by your views, whether it's a good view or a bad view or a piece of shit view or whatever. Doesn't mean you have to support it. Doesn't mean you have to give it influence. Doesn't mean you have to give it power. You have to give it life. Like much of other things. But I get up on here and I talk my sports because as a kid, I grew up loving sports, man. The camaraderie, playing with other guys, competition. trying to strive to be the best, working your way to accomplishing things that not everything's going to go your way. There's going to be adversity. There's going to be obstacles. There's going to be, but sports is the thing that brings us together along with music and a lot of other things. But if we're not bringing people together for the right reasons, then we're going to have a clash of civilizations. Hence what we have today. But, enough of me getting on my high horse and my pedestal because it doesn't really matter. Because let's talk about last week's betting record, shall we? Before we get into today's games and last week was the week of January. It started with the 13th of June, and it ended with June 19th yesterday. And happy Juneteenth it was for those that celebrated it. And it was Father's Day as well. So Father's Day and Juneteenth happened to coincide, be on the same day, same time. Hopefully people were celebrating in celebration, not in, you know, getting fucked up just for being fucked up sake. It just seems like that's what people want to do. We find a reason so we can, let's have a reason so we get fucked up. Let's have a reason so we can celebrate. Let's have a reason so where we could look more and more and more, But all right, so the 13th, we only basically picked between Major League Baseball and the NBA here. We went 0-1 that night in NBA. We didn't do well. Baseball, we were 5-8, so that was not such a great day. Then we go to the 14th, which basically we have MLB once again, and we have WNBA. We went 1-1 in the WNBA, so that was 500. It's not bad. Not gonna get pissed off of that. In baseball, we were 3-5, so another subpar day. Then we go to January the 15th, where we have baseball again, WNBA, the Stanley Cup, and we had what I thought was the Canadian football game, but that was actually on the 16th. But we'll get into that later. So baseball, we went 6-4. So that wasn't too bad. Got a little bit more positive results. We were 2-2 in the WNBA. We were 0-1 in the Stanley Cup. We picked Colorado that night. I think we picked them on the goal line, and I think they won by 1. And so then we go on to June 16th, where we picked the MLB, the NBA Finals, WNBA, and the Canadian football game. Well, Canadian football game, we lost because Toronto ended up only winning by a point. And I had them to win by 4. Stupid me. The WNBA, I forgot who I picked on that one, and then the NBA Finals, I think I had the over. I believe it was the over in that game, and that did not bode out so well for me. But MLB, we went 4-1. We went 4-1. 4-1. 4-1. I mean, man, shit. We almost went perfect. Perfect. Like, Street Fighter. Then we have June 17th, where we picked MLB and we picked WNBA. We were 0-2 in WNBA. We were 2-3, or 2-3 on the day. June 18th, we only did baseball. We were 5-5. We were 500. Not too bad. Yesterday we took MLB and we took WNBA. We were 3-3 and 2-2 in WNBA. So that that in turns in a nutshell is All right. Oh yeah, we gotta put. Which we were 0-1 there. NBA. So we were 0-2. We were 0-2 in the NBA finals here as far as picking the games. That was not good here. And then NHL, I think we only played it once, right? Yeah. So we were 0-1 there. WNBA. 1, 3. 5. So we were 5. 4, 5, 7, 8. We were 5-8. We were 5-8 in the week last week in WNBA. MLB. Let's see where we're MLB here. 8, 14, 18, 20, 25, 28. So we had 28 correct picks here. And we had a total of 8, 11, 12, 16, 21, 29. So we were 28 and 29. I mean, that wasn't a bad betting record to say the least here. So now we got to start this week off here. I mean, no wins as far as parlay wins here. Just counting him as far as my bets, like, single. We start June 20th here. And June 26th here. All right, so let's go mosey over this. We're just playing the games because there's a game already on right now. Marlins and the Mets here. And yeah, I was supposed to do my fantasy here, but it's okay. We're we'll get into that here. Not gonna really make a difference here. Looks like tonight we're just gonna be betting Major League Baseball. I mean, well, there's Stanley Cup, so maybe we'll throw the Stanley Cup in there as well here. So maybe we'll throw the Stanley Cup game in there as well tonight. But yeah, let's go down and we'll start breaking down today's slate. All right. But first, we'd love to give you a nice update. Fresh and Funky Sports Desk here. Yes, we're brought to you by Mary Joanna. Can I bust? Can I bust? The best cannabis that you can trust, money can buy. As long as you are of legal age, we do not endorse underage smoking, gambling, drinking, or anything as such. But now we have the marvelous Mets here at Shea out there, City Field today here, going to the top of the seventh, blanking the Marlins 4-0 here. We have B. Dela Cruz, L. Williams, and John Birdie up to bat here for the Marlins here. The Marlins, got to win yesterday here, but that's been the only win they've had. So the Mets have been strong and stellar. They've been holding serve. So looks like they're going to get another W today here. Take that home record to 24-10 and be 45-24 here, and the Marlins will be 29-36 and 14-22 on the road. So needless to say, other teams in action tonight. We have the Chicago Cubs taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates in PNC Park tonight here at the 7:05 start here. Looks like there's going to be some possible showers, so maybe a delay. Hopefully the game does not get PPD'd. We have JT Burbaker, and you have C. Killin. So two pitchers that don't have a very good ERA, and both pitchers do not even have a win. So somebody will be getting a win tonight. At this about 7:10 Eastern time, we have the Detroit Tigers visiting the Boston Red Sox. We got Alex Fadu taking on John Winchowski. It's a 71-degree weather night in Fenway Park. So, and the Red Sox hope to keep their winning ways alive here against the Tigers, who against the Rangers, they started to play a little bit better baseball. That just put it that way, Not saying they're turning around and making a whole new change, but they're starting to play a little bit better baseball. And probably the game of the night here in Tampa, the New York Yankees taking on the Rays. You got big aces on the mound tonight. Garrett Cole and Shane McClellan here on the mound here. 7-3 McClellan with a 1.84 ERA. You got Garrett Cole 6-1 with a 3.33 ERA tonight here at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Tampa, Florida. We have at 7:20 Eastern, 4:20 West Coast time, we have the San Francisco Giants taking on the Atlanta Braves. We have Max Fried on the mound, 7-2 with a 2.90 ERA, taking on Logan Webb with a 6-2 record with a 3.43 ERA. Going to be a hot night in hot Atlanta with 88 degrees, but that humidity is going to be howling. And then we have about 7:10 Midwest time here. St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. Corbin Make It Hurts Burns taking on Mike Milakis. Burns is 4-4 with a 2.52 ERA. Milakis is 5-4 with 2.62. So both pitchers are pretty solid here as far as the ERA goes. Both pitchers are about 500. And Corbin Burns is an ace for the Brewers automatically. So, I mean, they're basically the same record. Both teams have 38 wins and 30 losses. Brewers are 15-12 at home, and the Cardinals are 17-7 on the road. So the Cardinals have had a little bit of struggle. They played the Red Sox. They struggled. They ended up getting a game. I think beating the Red Sox only one game out of the. So it will be. That game is in America Family Field in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Then we have about 7:10 Chicago time. Northsiders. The Chicago White Sox welcome the Toronto Blue Jays. Jose Barros, 5-2 with a 4.65 ERA. Taking on 0-0 Lance Lynn with a 6.23 ERA. Last time he didn't get the loss or the win. He did give up some runs. It is going to be 90 degrees in Chicago. Going to be a nice, nasty night in Chicago. And then we have West Coast time. It's 6:38 West Coast time, 9:38 Eastern time. We have the Kansas City Royals taking on I like to call them The Anaheim Angels. Noah Thor Syndergaard is on the mound with a 4-5 record with a 3.53 ERA, taking on Chris Bublek, who is 0-4 with an 8.36 ERA. And the Royals are kind of reeling right now. They've not played their best baseball. Probably one of the worst teams in the American League, along with the Tigers, obviously, and the A's. So Angels 33-36. So maybe this is what the winning recipe is going to ask for, getting the Royals in here so they can get back to a 500 and get into this fight here. All right. So Sergio Romo and Rienis Ennis cut by the Seattle Mariners as Ken Giles is activated from the 60-day injured list. Kenny Giles is a better closer for the Mariners at this point, anyways. And last but not least, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks, aka the Desert Snakes, taking on the San Diego Padres, aka the Fathers. We have Yu Darvish on the bump, taking on Zach Davies. Yu Darvish is 6-3 with a 3.35 ERA. Meanwhile, Zach Davies is 2-3 with a 3.78 ERA. 72 degrees, 6:40 San Diego West Coast time. Obviously 9:40 East Coast time. And those are your baseball games. We got 2 outs. Adam Octavallo is pitching right now for the Mets here. We have John Birdie up to the dish. He's 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. You ready to go to the bottom of the stretch of the 7th here? And like I said, we have the NHL playoffs here. The Stanley Cup Finals. We have the Colorado Avalanche up 2 games to 0. I mean, basically smacked up the Lightning 7-0. And Mark Messier said like they're basically, he's never a playoff team just dominate like that. And neither have I. And to me, tonight is an important win for the Lightning if they want to even have a chance to fight for Lord Stanley's Cup. I mean, they got blown out. So I mean, they got to make a statement game here, or else I don't know if it's going to be a sweep, but it's going to be an easy Stanley Cup victory for the Avalanche this year, and no three-peat for the Tampa Bay Lightning here. And that's what people are forgetting here. Tampa Bay, they're the back-to-back champs, back-to-back. But, Colorado knows that. They said, hey, you know what? Fuck you. We don't give a shit if they're the back-to-back champs. We don't give a fuck if they're the double champs. We're going to do what, Dustin Poirier did to fucking Conor McGregor and knock his punk ass out. That's basically what the Avalanche are saying. I just had to use that analogy, because, it's kind of the only thing that kind of fits, really, the narrative. But yeah, and, there's really no WNBA tonight here, so. No golf. Probably MLS, I believe here. And we had college baseball. So yeah, we got a full card on Tuesday. Full card on Tuesday here, so. So yeah, not too much to talk about as far as we got baseball and this and that, but we can really start to talk about what everybody's been wanting to talk about. Let's just say here. I mean, be just like everybody else here. Football. All of us we really miss the NFL, and we've got some really good games. slated for week 1, so it's exciting here. I mean, obviously the drama with Deshaun Watson is lingering for those Cleveland Browns, and obviously, you know, some off-season stories. You know, Tyreek Hill, he's with a new team. Devontae Adams is with a new team. I mean, you got the Chargers getting some new pieces. You know, we got some, AJ Brown leaving the Titans, going to the Eagles. I mean, you got Carson Wentz going to the Commanders. Matt Ryan going to the Colts. Marcus Mariota's the quarterback there. Well, also the young rookie. They drafted Desmond Riddler. I like to call him Desmond Riddler. It's Desmond Riddler. I like to call him Riddler. Desmond Riddler here because he's gonna riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of Marcus Mariota? Definitely not Desmond Mason, but he's sure gonna learn down there. It's gonna be fun to see what Atlanta's gonna do down there. Obviously, Jameis Winston's the quarterback for the Saints. Obviously, you got Sam Darnell and Matt Carroll are your quarterbacks for Carolina. Tampa Bay, you got Tom back. Tom's come back to come out of retirement to come back to the Bucks, and then Bruce Arians retires apparently, and yeah. You got Mitchell Trubisky and also Kenny Pickett going at it for the Pittsburgh Steelers job. Joe Burrow with the Bengals. You obviously got Lamar with the Ravens coming in on a contract year. We got Deshaun Watson, you got Baker Mayfield, and you got Jacoby Brissett down there in Cleveland. Buffalo, you got Josh Allen. The Jets, they got Zach Wilson. Miami Dolphins got Tua Tagovailoa. New England Patriots have Mac Jones. All right, Chargers, they have Justin Herbert. Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes. Denver Broncos now have Russell Wilson. Las Vegas Raiders have their man Derek Carr. 49ers still have Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo. Seattle Seahawks have Drew Lock, Geno Smith. Arizona has Kyler Murray. The Rams, they have Matthew Stafford. Minnesota Vikings have Kirk Cousins. Green Bay Packers have Aaron Rodgers. Detroit Lions have Jared Goff. Chicago Bears got Justin Fields. Philadelphia Eagles have Jalen Hurts. Dallas Cowboys have Dak Prescott. The New York Giants have Daniel Jones. Of course, the Commanders have Carson Wentz. So those are your quarterbacks, man. I mean, those are your quarterbacks right now. And, obviously, if something happens with Watson, obviously they still got Baker. I mean, unless they're still wanting to trade Baker. And they have Jacoby Brissett. But my thing's been, what's going to be the over-under that Deshaun Watson plays more than a full season of games? Let's say, more than 6 or 7 games this year. And I mean, he proclaims to hold to his innocence, and then, I guess there's when he came out, he was on, when he was trying to tell the story, and apparently there was new allegations came out, new evidence, things that, I think a couple of them kind of got probably, couple of them probably were disgruntled. I don't know. But, more than a certain amount, okay, 1 or 2, maybe you can discredit and say, okay, whatever. But when you have more than 10 or 10 or more, I mean, damn, you better have some solid evidence proving that you're not guilty of this shit, or man, you're not gonna be looking good. Let's just go there. You're not gonna be looking good, and you're probably not gonna be playing any football. Especially now when they're trying to incorporate more women into the sports, and I don't think that's gonna be well resonated if they if Deshaun Watson doesn't get suspended here. I mean, you're gonna have a whole fucking firestorm. I mean, Goodell thought. Let me just say, he's gonna be in some whole lot of hurting. But yeah, so now that we don't really have too much to really talk about here, except for getting to the picks and the plays and the parlays. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get our picks. What we think what our good takes and bets and picks are for today, and then take which ones we believe were solid ones that we could put in a parlay and cash some motherfucking money, like Butters Leopold Starch would say. Don't you motherfuckers want to make some money? So, with that being said here, I'm gonna take a seat over here. Take a seat over here. Seat on my lovely bed over here. We'll just, we'll just kindly reach to the. Let me get this. Oh, cell phone out of my pocket. Is that a cell phone in my pocket, or are you just happy to see me? All right. All right. So, Cubs and Pirates. My big take away from this game is the Cubs have been playing really good. Um, the Pirates have been playing very well at home as well. And they're at home again. But both pitchers to me give up runs. So my take would be they want you to take the under 8 runs, which probably would be a smart thing. But for me, I'm gonna ride the Cubs here. And I'm gonna ride the Cubs with the money line here. It's kind of my lean, or the over 8 runs. Those are kind of my leans right now. I kind of like the Cubs money line. I think Cubs can come in there. They're starting to play a little bit better baseball. The Pirates are too as well. With Schwanzikins here, he hit 3 home runs yesterday here, including the walk off to beat the Giants yesterday. So, and they, like I said, kept it under here. Kept it under. They ended up winning 4-3, so that ended up being under 8 runs. So, but the Cubs have been playing really well and putting up numbers here. So, the next game we have the Yankees and Rays here. I mean, this is my pitcher here, McClellan here. I mean, he last time a Yankee Stadium, he didn't pitch very well. He did not pitch very well, and this time they're at home. A little bit of home cooking here. Could be the recipe for what the Rays need here. But I mean, that's kind of what I'm leaning here. I'm leaning towards maybe taking the Rays here on the money line with my pitcher here. Or I don't hate the over 6. Even though I do not want the over 6, because that's basically saying that both these pitchers are going to get hit. Now, I mean, so since Tampa Bay's at home and the Yankees stole a series from them at home, and I'm not saying Garrett Cole's going to pitch bad because I think both these pitchers are two of the more talented pitchers in the league, and especially in the division here. These are two of the well-rounded. I mean, Garrett Cole's been an ace and been for a while now. Shane's trying to make his stardom. So, so we'll just lean with the Tampa Bay on the money line right now here, unless we think we can take the. Then we have the Tigers and we have the Red Sox here. Red Sox have been playing well. Let's just say that they've been playing really well. They want you to take over 9 runs. I mean, because basically the pitchers here, they're saying that both pitchers are not so good. And I would have to agree here. That's just my lean right now. I would lean the over 9.5. So I mean, this game would have to go over 10 runs in order to cash. But I think it could happen tonight. Then we have the San Francisco Giants and the Atlanta Braves. Yeah, Braves have been on a kind of a hot streak here. And you got Max Fried on the mound here. But Giants been playing fairly well. They got walked off yesterday, which is kind of a tragedy in itself here. And like I said, but Max Fried, he pitches well here. And like I said, Atlanta's, they've been on a, even though Ozzy Albies broke his foot, and Braves are still chugging along, still trying to keep up with the Mets here. Chance to get back to the World Series again. They are. But I'm gonna lean Giants here. I'm gonna lean Giants in stealing the game here tonight here. I mean, I'd either say that or that, and definitely the could be the over, but I don't. Then we have the Cardinals and we have the Brewers. The Cardinals. I picked the Cardinals, and they kind of disappointed me yesterday here. The Brewers here, the Brew Crew here. They've been less than desirable themselves here, but it wants to take the under 7.5 runs here. Typically, I like the under 7.5, but Cardinals put up some runs, and Milwaukee's. But both these pitchers are pretty solid. I mean, they're basically saying that both these pitchers are gonna be solid here. I am. I've been spurned before by the Brewers, but the Cardinals kind of have been a little bit reeling here as of late. So I am. I'll take the Brewers on the run line here. Well, I'm kind of leaning that way right now. I mean, I don't mind that 7.5. I mean, so we have the Toronto Blue Jays and the White Sox here. I mean, the Blue Jays. have been fairly well. You know, they've been playing really well. They came back and beat the Yankees yesterday, so and the White Sox try to come back, so under 9 runs. Um, in a way, I kind of like that. Kind of like that Blue Jays and Sox under 9 runs. I mean, even though both teams can get hot and it's going to be 90 something degrees, so the balls will be flying. It's the Blue Jays. Blue Jays have not really come through for me here, you know. And it's, I really do like betting them, and I do like trying to take them here whenever I can. And I think the spot here is a pretty real spot for them to take. All right, so we got Kansas City Royals and the Angels here. The Royals, they just they got blanked yesterday. They got blanked, and the Angels, kind of a weird team. Syndergaard maybe gives up some runs here. But it's another one that I could see going under 9 here. It's not my best by any means necessary. And then we have the Diamondbacks and we have the Padres, the Fathers, and like I said, I think Padres are a really good team, really, really solid team. But I mean, both you got you Darvish and you got Davies, so I'd love to take that under 7 here. It's like I said, it's like that. It's like that Cardinals and Brewers. You never know with these, these divisional games. Sometimes, certain teams, they're funny when you think it might be unders, and they slowly become the overs here. Um, but we'll take the Padres here. We'll take the Fathers on the run line here. All right. And then we have the Stanley Cup odds here. All right. Obviously, does Tampa get it done tonight here? I mean, I don't know how they do, but over 6 goals. You're basically saying it's going to go over 7 goals here tonight. I don't know. I don't know who actually that would favor. Obviously, if it's a low scoring game, it probably more or less favors the Lightning here in type of under. It went 7 last game here. I don't think it's necessarily going to equate to that here. don't know. I mean, that's tough to say here. And last time, I mean, fucking Avalanche had 3 goals in the first period. Yeah, I mean, but let's take Tampa here. We'll ride the Tampa train here. Tampa Bay Lightning. We'll do the Tampa 2-step here. We'll work that Tampa 2-step. We got the Tampa Bay Rays and the Tampa Bay Lightning here. All right. So now we got to figure out now. Do we want to keep it? Do we want to keep it? We just make this a nine team parlay here. Just you know. Yeah, I gotta feel like, in a way, it's like I kind of want to feel like, I want to take a, I want to take I want to have a serious bet, and maybe, I don't know, today, maybe, since it's not too many games, maybe we'll just throw together a, a wild parlay here. All right. The Pirates, Pirates have been playing better baseball as of late, and all right. Cubs and Pirates. All right. Maybe take off that one here. $154 here. And then, yeah, see now. And then we do that. We do that 16 right here. I'm gonna win like $81 here. Yeah. Um, let me see the Cubs they're at 51%, 49%. So yeah, they're a little, and the Pirates are straight up under. It's like Tampa. It's like Tampa and the Yankees. They're like under. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the Yankees can be an under team. They put all the. Now they want you to take the over here. I think we just stick that here. Stick to that. Um, what is more feasible that switch up take Boston there. Milwaukee, St. Louis. Where are they? Well, St. Louis. St. Louis, they're over team. Milwaukee's an over team too. Uh, yeah. I mean, it's telling it. It's saying, but both those teams could probably get at least go over 8 runs. They may need. I mean, but the Brewers. What about the run line now? The run line. See, St. Louis is good on the run line. I mean, except for last night. Dodgers and Cleveland were good on the run line, but yeah, Baltimore and San Diego. See, those two teams are playing each other. Then you got the Yankees are good on the run line. That's why I usually take them. Atlanta too, San Diego, Boston. Boston's a good team to take on the run line. And once you get to Philadelphia, it's kind of Cubs. Cubs, it's 50-50 here. Milwaukee's, yeah, Milwaukee doesn't really cover the. Yeah, Milwaukee doesn't really cover that. Well, I just feel like the Cubs. whatever, but I mean, it's like they really want you to take the under 8. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it becomes a hell of a lot of, you know, a bunch of runs go on the board here. So I think we just take this first one here. We'll just do this first one here, this first 6-teamer here. Alright. 15. Wait a minute, I gotta cancel all these other ones here. Get rid of all these other ones because then I'll start getting confused. Like, oh, what? And be like, which one is it? What? Oh, fuck did I? Alright. Oh, just bear with me here. I'm just over here getting ready to write down the first parlay that we took here. Alright. Here we got MLB parlay 620. We took the Cubs money line here. Minus 105 here now. Odds just changed. We have the Tampa Rays here on the money line as well. Plus 115 against the Yankees tonight. We're also taking the San Francisco Giants on the money line here. Elegantes, man. We're taking the Elegantes, the Giants, man. Means the giant in Spanish. Elegante. Elegante. Took our first team total. The under 9 runs. And yeah, Blue Jays and White Sox there. I mean, there's probably going to be some runs there, so. But we decided to take the under. Minus 105 tonight here. We got the Padres here. Win by a run and a half here on the spread here. And that is plus 125. And then we took the Red Sox. Also win by a run and a half on the spread. That is plus 110 here. Not bad. And so of all those cash here, all six of the legs of the parlay of this MLB parlay cash here, we turn $1 into $88.06. All right, ladies and gentlemen, but we're gonna make a crazy bet here. We're gonna make a crazy bet. We're just gonna we're gonna put our Stanley Cup thing in there. We're gonna lump that in there, and we're gonna lump it in here with these. All right. All right. Let's get an update here. Let's give you an update on the Marlins and the Mets. It is 6-0 Mets. Runners on first and second here for the Mets in the bottom of the eighth. They're winning 6-0 here. So definitely gonna be some. All right. All right. um, over 4.5. Cubs and Pirates. Uh, under 5 there. Under 3. Under 4. Mm, Five in there. Maybe. Then. Uh, maybe. Mm, ooh. That'd be crazy better. Alright. Alright, so let's see. Alright. What do we think? unless we just make that one here. Yeah, let's try it. We'll make it that way. Yeah. Shit happens, shit happens. Yeah. Sometimes the more you think about it, the less likely you are. Alright. Alright, so we got, let's see, you're gonna have parlay number 2. First 5. Team total over 4.5 runs. Cubs and Pirates there. Plus 105. The first 5 total. Under 3 runs here. Woo. Plus 105 here. Plus 105 to minus 105 there. Then we have Tigers here. First 5 there. Team total here. Yeah, under 5 runs. Tigers Red Sox here. That's minus 105 here. Yeah. Under 4 runs. Giants. Rays. That's plus 105. And then we have 5 total over 4 runs. And here. That's plus 100. Even money right there. I mean, yeah, Blue Jays. They gotta be leading by a run here. That's plus 115 here. Then we pick the first 5. Team total here. And the over. 5 runs. Angels Angels here. That's minus 105. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 7. 5. Backs. Basically. Plus the Miami total over 6 goals. Avalanche. Avalanche Lightning here. Plus 110 here. Alright. Go big or go home. Bet right here. If I win $563.83 here. Alright. Well, best of luck to me here. Best of luck to me, my bets here. We'll run down the bets again here. That way everybody, before we get off here. Alright. Our first parlay, we picked Cubs money line, minus 105. Tampa Bay Rays money line, plus 115. San Francisco Giants money line, plus 130. The team total under 9 runs in the Blue Jays and White Sox, minus 105. Let's see, the Padres to win by a run and a half, plus 125. And the Red Sox to win by a run and a half, plus 110. Those 6 teams cover the parlays, cover the 6-leg parlay. The dollar turns into $88.06. The second parlay we did the first 5 innings of baseball plus the Stanley Cup game. We took the first 5 team total over 4.5 runs in the Cubs and Pirates. We took the first 5 team total under 3 runs in the Yankees and Reds. We took the team total under 5 runs in the Tigers and Red Sox. Took the first 5 team total under 4 runs in the Giants and Braves. I took the first 5 team total over 4 runs in the Cardinals and Brewers. I took the Blue Jays to be leading by a half a run, and that spread is plus 110. I have the first 5 team total over 5 runs in the Royals and Angels, and the first 5 Diamondbacks plus the half a run. So they have to be trailing by a run or less. And then team total over 6 goals in the Avalanche and Lightning plus 110 here. So all of those legs, that dollar turns into $563.83. So not bad, not bad. But that's before we leave, give you an update here. Top of the 9th here. It is top of the 9th here. No, well, we got 1 out. We got 2 runners on and a runner at the plate. So if they hit a home run here, Marlins could cut the deficit in half. There is 1 out. There is. It is the top of the 9th. Mets are leading 6-0. So This has been this has been Fresh and Funky. We're back on attack, and we're ready to win the parlays. And I get up on here and I talk, and I talk a lot. I don't have my thing up in here to where I can show everybody. Eventually, we're gonna get a little cool thing up on here, a cool thing, or maybe I can have some cool like visual thing where it just goes to show you guys, like like John Madden used to have, like boom here, just look like a bunch of scribbles all over the place. But I get up on here and I talk my sports, and I do it because I love to do it, and not because I'm getting here paid for, or just I'm a miserable person and I'm a one-sided person. I try to look at everything from both sides of the perspective, you know, being said. So take it easy, take care. I mean, we've been on here for an hour and 16 minutes. I mean, shit, we been doing the damn thing here, but salute to y'all. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Monday and take care of yourselves and take care of others out there. The ones that you love for, that is. The ones that really care about you, not the ones that want to fucking do you in. But whatever. Take it easy. Major salute. Have a nice day, and let's go watch the sports.